Hello, this is Kristen Deary, and my presentation is on first generation college students' disadvantages. Why I chose my topic. I chose my topic because I am a first generation college student myself, and I have many struggles that I've experienced over the course of my journey with higher education, along with struggles being an adult learner. I wanted to also learn more about first generation college students and who else is affected um, and what others face as their challenges as well, because we are all facing different challenges given our demographics and backgrounds. And then I also wanted to address that because we're still seeing a need to address these challenges and struggles that these first generation students face. This leads to my research question. What are the disadvantages that first generation college students face, and how can community college help these students navigate these challenges? My thesis is first generation college students are a vulnerable population of students that experience many disadvantages compared to other students. They often do not know how to navigate the system, and they often do not know that they have resources available to assist them. They also often have family obligations that can eventually interfere with their desires to continue their education. Because these students are so vulnerable and struggle with these disadvantages, they often drop out of college during their first year. Community colleges have many resources and programs that do assist first generation students, but I think they are still missing an opportunity to assist these students when they first sign up. So what is a first generation college student? This information I did find with the help of library resources at Fresno City College. They sent me a link to an article from firstgen.nasba.org. The term first generation was created in the 1960s and was used to determine who was eligible for federally funded program. Most of these students come from disadvantaged backgrounds. First generation are students who come from families in which their parents did not earn a degree in higher education. More often than not, it's just not a post-secondary. They also do not have bachelor's degrees. And these students are basically the first in their families to attend college. Ultimately, the term first generation implies the possibility that a student may lack the critical cultural capital necessary for college success because their parents did not attend college. While first generation students are often quite academically skilled and contribute in many ways to a campus community, navigating the tangled web of college policies, procedures, jargon, and expectations can be a challenge. Statistics on demographics of first gen college students. This information I did find again with the assistance with library services. They sent me a website article by PNPI. Um, and they have here among all undergraduate students enrolled in the 2015 through 2016 academic year, the S Department of Education classified that 37% of white, 33% Latino, and 19% African American and 8% of Asian American undergraduate students as first generation students. First generation students tended to be older than their peers and were more likely to have dependents. The median age for first generation students was 23 compared to the median age of 21 for students whose parents had at least a bachelor's degree. 34% of first generation students were over age 30 compared to 17% of students whose parents had at least a bachelor's degree. According to the NCES 2017, 78% of first generation students were native English speakers in 2012. Majority of students who either have parents that are undocumented or are undocumented themselves as well make up the majority of the most vulnerable groups of first generation college students. This last sentence here is what I found kind of looking all across the board through my research that mostly immigrants are the most vulnerable group of students as first generation. Um, First generation struggles and disadvantages. This information I did find through two of my academic journals. Students that I spoke to in my English 1A class, and then a coworker who had just finished her master's degree and is a first generation college student. So some of the struggles and disadvantages that first generation college students experience are a lack of financial resources, not knowing how to navigate the school system, less academically prepared, family emergencies, stress, illness, lack of interest, interference with work related responsibilities, not knowing about other school resources, adult learner responsibilities, having to support family and or their siblings, and not being able to be involved in support programs due to rigorous requirements. Support programs offered by community college specific programs at Fresno City College. And the last one is actually from San Jose City. So this information I did pull directly from Fresno City College and San Jose City. And majority of all community colleges offer something similar to these programs. Upward Bound is a pre-college trio program. It is designed to assist low-income and first-generation college-bound students to further their education beyond high school. Upward Bound provides assistance in acquiring the academic skills and motivation necessary to exceed in high school and transition into college. Dream Center. Fresno City College Dream Center's mission is to provide information, support, resources, and academic counseling to new and continuing migrant students in overcoming challenges and assisting students in the completion of their educational goals in a safe and confidential environment. EOPS is offered personalized academic counseling and advising, as well as financial assistance to certain qualified students. And summer bridge programs, these are also offered in a number of schools, and this information comes from San Jose City College. It provides first year students with financial support, counseling, textbook rentals, and mentorship needed to successfully complete 60 units in their first 2 years at San Jose City College. The Bridge program provides an opportunity for students to begin the first year of college by completing a college level course during summer while learning to navigate student life. Um, Students continue their experience through the San Jose Promise program with a team of counselors, instructors, and peers to guide them beyond their first year of college through transfer and graduation. So how can we better support, how can community colleges better support first generation students and low income students? This information came from ed.gov. It's a blog post. So a lot of times students still need support and help filling out FAFSA so that they do not miss out on opportunities for money that they are eligible for. Making sure students receive adequate support with understanding financial aid offers. Work on retaining the students, so making sure that we're not losing students due to their challenges or stress related to their courses. Organize mentorship programs during high school and colleges. Provide more informational workshops about financial aid early on and regularly, and improve accessibility and increase awareness of school resources. This is probably one of the major things that I had mentioned earlier is we need to increase an awareness of school resources because not a lot of first generation students know about them. So conclusion. So throughout my research with the help of my resources, I noticed how many first generation students do not even know about the resources available to them. So even though community colleges have these resources, many students are missing out on those resources, which causes first generation students to struggle on their own. I think that there could be an opportunity to address this when students first submit their applications. On the application, I think that there should be an option to select, notify the college that they're applying to, that they have an incoming first generation student. And from there, a care coordinator or a coordinator of some type would reach out to these students to assist them with setting up campus tours, helping to assist scheduling guidance counselor appointments, directing these students to resources and programs, and then reaching out periodically to make sure the students is doing well. I don't have a conclusion on that for like end dates, but this is something I see that community colleges could adopt. It's important to finally note that colleges are not able to always assist with certain challenges that first generation college students face that I listed earlier. Sometimes there's no control over if a first generation college student has to take care of a parent, a sibling, or family member. Um, uh, these are just, issues that they face. And finally, my sources that I did get again is firstgen.naspa.org. I found two academic journals in EBSCOhost, pnpi.org, ed.gov blog post, Fresno City and San Jose City College web pages. And just to confirm with Anna Castillo, she's a friend and coworker who is a first generation college student and has done 10 years worth of school.